Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the Final Cut. Got one for you today with an interesting title called There's No Such Thing as Zombies. It's directed by Eddie Bemeke and written by Michael Haberfellner. And we have a story set in a time where there's a big pharma company with a very popular drug. Well, this drug may or may not have a side effect of turning people into zombies. And while they are denying it, more and more of the undead are appearing across the globe. So much so that an association is formed, the ZIA, to investigate where these zombies show up and try to quell it before it becomes too out of hand. Enter in Carlotta and Colin, a couple who end up having the zombie problem on their doorstep when one of Carlotta's exes shows up. They're not quite sure what to do about this zombie. They have him in his house, but do they kill him? Do they turn him in? They're not quite sure. Meanwhile, they got two members of the ZIA knocking on doors in their neighborhood looking for zombies. And we see how this zombie problem for this couple ends up having secrets revealed and tests the limits of their relationship. This is like a zom-com movie, quite a bit. It is meant to be a comedy, satirical, and for the most part, I think it's very effective, especially the first third of this film where we're getting into the world setup, the drug that they have. They have news clips in here as well where they're talking about, maybe problems and having the big pharma representative played by Lynn Lowry, which was great to see her. Always fun to see her on screen, having a fun time playing this individual, this executive who's trying to deny facts even though there's plenty of evidence out there. And so she plays it so well. And we only get her though in these news bits, and I would have liked to see more of Lynn Lowry, but who doesn't ever want to see more of Lynn Lowry? As well as Deborah Lamb, who plays one of the ZIA agents. She's in here as well, and I think she does great with what she's given, though I would have liked to see more of her and her do a little more. Some of her parts get a little bit repetitive, like some of the other jokes in this film, but overall, she still puts in a fun performance and has some great chemistry there with Scott Hillier, who plays her partner, Anthony Small of the ZIA. And I like the banter between those two, but really would have liked to see Deborah even get more involved. Now, our couple in here, Colin, played by Rudy Barrow, and Carlotta, played by Luna Ribeira, I thought these two were great. They felt like a real couple. They felt authentic. I loved the banter between them, especially as things started to come to the surface that they've been keeping to one another, from one another, thanks to this zombie just being in their house. Yeah, I dug the relationship between them and the dynamic, and these two play off of each other as well. They felt like a real couple, and they had given me a few laughs. Rami Hilmi plays Paul, who is the zombie causing all of this turmoil for this couple, and he plays the zombie well. We get to see him in a flashback before being a zombie, and I liked his performance there, but he really does well as a zombie with some wonderful makeup, the classic pale skin with the black, solid eyes and that, but he plays the part very well and adds some comedic moments in here for sure. But the only thing that I kind of had with it is that it is a bit repetitious in its jokes and lines. The first third, like I said, or whatever, not so much. It was very humorous, especially when they're talking about, I'm a member of the ZIA. I loved those bits. But as we got into the rest of the story, some of the gimmicks that they had, I think, outstay their welcome just a little bit. And I would have like to see it scaled back just a little on how often the similar gimmick shows up. It is some dry humor for you folks, so it may not exactly be for everyone, but I think that there is a lot of fun to be had here. You can tell everybody's having fun that are in the film, and you even get an appearance of a DeLorean. So that immediately makes the film even better. So there's no such thing as zombies. I think there's plenty here to entertain you and bring a smile to your face. While I would have liked to see a few changes made to the script, maybe tightened up a bit or cut just a few of the repetitions out, it did not take away from my enjoyment of the film, and I enjoyed seeing all of the talent that they included in here. So there you have it, folks. There's no such thing as zombies. If you have seen this, leave your constructive comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts on it. Check out our Patreon and help us get to 3,000 subscribers subscribers or more before the end of 2024. And we can only do that with your help, so like, subscribe, and all that down there. I appreciate your support. And until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub